My mom had given up her hopes about me, but then she'd given me a name which was tied to birth. With the time she gave birth to me, she gave me a name Kabenga, which means born in hardship. And because of that name, she knew I wasn't going to be born alive, I would be dead. But not only that, life was tough.
My name is Esther Namilin. My father died when I'm still young, and my mom is HIV positive, and she's sick. She's so sick. Amana ganzo with Cyrus. Mama yafa in 2012. Tata wange nandeka nendabira baganda bange.
Uganda is named the Pearl of Africa for its stunning green valleys, rich soil, and near-perfect climate. But decades of war, AIDS, and extreme poverty have made that title, the Pearl of Africa, a contradiction. Uganda is home to 34.5 million people. 17.2 million of those people are under the age of 15 years old. 2.7 million of those children are orphans. Since 2008, Empower a Child has been working in Kampala, Uganda, and surrounding districts and villages to give children a chance to break the cycle of poverty they are in by providing them with an education.
I've seen the sponsorship department begin from the first child up to where we are today. It gives me a lot of joy to see the first children. It was a step of faith that Empower a Child took. After seeing these children helpless and reaching out to them, serving their souls, but we are not helping them mentally. So when we saw some of our products from the remand home and the slum areas in Mengo, really God put it upon the people of ESC to see that these children get an education. And I saw the first child. I would have seen up to the 377th child.
Life when you're not sponsored is not easy, because if I was not sponsored by now, I wouldn't have reached my level of studies where I would have stopped in my P6, but by now I'm in my Form 4. And a sponsored life is good. I've got new friends in school, and now got good words of encouragement, and I'm now seeing the future.
It gives me joy because for the last 7 years, lives have been impacted. And seeing some of our children graduate from school who were nothing to something, and they even give you a call, has given me a lot of joy, because by the time we took on the first child, it was a step of faith. It was something that we were trying out to see if it can really work, and really God answered the prayer. And we've seen children getting more and more every other day. We have 375 as of today. And we've had 3 of our children graduate through vocational school. They are currently working and sustaining their families.
Empower a Child pairs one sponsor with one child to provide for their education, medical care, and basic needs. But it goes beyond that. There are opportunities for sponsors to come on mission trips and see their children firsthand and turn their monthly donation into a relationship. In 2009, Empower a Child's vision began to broaden beyond just child sponsorship. Uganda population of children is over 50% of their population, making it one of the youngest countries in the world. While universal primary education has made it more accessible for students to begin primary school, only 55% of students complete their primary education. Many students have to be self-motivated to learn due to overcrowding in government schools, where average class sizes are 90 students. Only 12% of primary school graduates will enroll in secondary school, and only 3% of secondary school graduates will go on to higher education. Every year, 400,000 students graduate ready to enter the workforce, but only 20% of those students find formal employment. Empower a Child bought 40 acres of land in a remote village called Zimbabwe 1 hour outside of Kampala to expand our vision to multi-purpose compound to address the needs head-on. A primary and secondary school where a quality education based on national curriculum is provided, class sizes are lowered, the best resources are provided, and teachers are continually being trained and empowered in the best teaching methods in order to reach all students in their class. A medical clinic to provide accessible health care to the community and students, provide public health education to prevent diseases like HIV/AIDS and malaria, and maternity ward and pediatric section to educate and empower mothers on how to give their children the best possible start in life. An entrepreneur and vocational section to train students in hands-on skills and turn them into job creators rather than job seekers upon graduation. A church to provide a spiritual home for the community and train students for Christ-centered leadership in all professions, to be transformed to live a life of honesty and integrity, reaching out to transform their community and country. In 2011, the Empower Community Church in Zimbabwe was started in a grass-thatched building. Today, the community is meeting in the main hall, the first building constructed on Empower a Child's grounds. To date, they have an active congregation of about 150 adults and 100 children. This year, we broke ground on our mission team's guest house, where mission teams from all over the world will come to provide teacher and medical trainings, entrepreneur and business training, and share the love of Christ through outreaches and in-depth discipleship. I'm standing in front of this school that's just across the road from Empower a Child's land in Zimbabwe. This school has been all but abandoned due to lack of proper management and funding. EAC has been given the opportunity to purchase this land and the school to have a fully functioning primary school with all these buildings for $110,000. The monthly cost for operating the school will be very minimal at about $5,600 a month. That will pay all the teachers, all the staff, and provide 420 children one meal a day. Purchasing this school facility, the future plans would be to put dormitories out here and turn this into a boarding school where all of the EAC-sponsored children from around Uganda can come and have a quality education. Once all the children come here that are EAC-sponsored, their sponsorship money can be funneled directly through Empower a Child and can pay the monthly expenses, keeping fundraising at a minimum to keep the school. We need your help to raise the initial capital required to make this dream come true. As Nelson Mandela said, the greatest weapon that we have to change the world is education. We need to change Uganda, and we can do this by changing each one of these children's lives.
Magamba yagala tugenda tutandika okusoma. Twatandika okusoma era n'atuyamba n'atwetaano okusomera n'ajjera Progressive School. Twebaza nnyo empewo kyatuweerera. Bye. My father died when I am 10 years old, and Empower tried to help me, and my mother's brother tried to chase my mom in the house, and Pastor helped us and take us in another home. Now my life is changed, and Empower gives me food with everything which I need, and school fees, books, pens, soap. I thank them.
I badly wanted to go to school. After a huge challenge with my parents when they're being attacked by the previous regimes of different presidents, especially Idi Amin Dada and Obote's regimes. They tortured my family so bad. Being the last born in the family, I didn't know. I'd lost hope of education. I didn't know what to do about school. And a miracle happened when a family in the US chose to sponsor me, to give me a chance to go to school. And that moment, my life changed. I know what child sponsorship and education can do in a child's life. By making a monthly donation and child sponsorship, once you choose to sponsor a child, you're going to make a profound impact in a kid's life whereby his or her story, it will be changed forever. I strongly believe you can change a life of poverty to a life of possibilities by just committing yourself to either make a monthly donation or just sponsor a child. Just go on our website, empowerchild.org, and just sign up to make a difference. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Empower me. Empower us. Empower me.